Hi, I'm Renee Smith.
And I'm Tammy Fellers, and we're math consultants at ESDEC in Hutchinson, Kansas.
Today we have another new deck, and it's kind of a different deck. This one is a different size card, and it has two sides.
So on this deck of cards, first of all, it's measurement mix, standard and non-standard measurement. And so we've given you multiple things. So on one side of the card, we've given you an application problem that you may do regarding standard and non-standard measurement.
Or a task to do within your classroom.
Absolutely. And then on the back, we'll do an actual measurement activity. And Renee and I will demonstrate that to you now.
So Tammy, on your crocodile and lizard card, if you were going to measure that with standard measurement, either in inches, or you could go to the metric and do centimeters.
Absolutely. One thing you want to make sure is that if you're at a grade level that's only to be doing non-standard measurement, then do non-standard measurement.
Right.
If you're at a grade level to do the U.S. standard system, or if you're using the metric system, do what's appropriate for your standard.
And do what's appropriate as far as to which part of the inch, how the precision that's actually required at your grade level. If it's only to the nearest inch, then we would suggest that you go to the nearest inch. If it's to be a part of an inch, then children can be more precise.
Absolutely.
So on your crocodile or alligator, whichever he is, if you were going just to the nearest inch, what would you say your answer would be?
Well, so he's not quite to 7.5, so I would say he's 7 inches
In length.
in length.
What if you were going to measure his height? And there you have to be kind of careful, because kids are going to have to learn where's the lowest point on the crocodile and where's the highest point, and think about ways to ensure that their tool is located in the right place on the card.
Absolutely. So I would say he is I'm going to say he's 2 inches tall.
Okay.
Because if I'm going to the nearest inch, he's over 1.5. Just barely, but he's over 1.5.
The other thing you can do is, on your accountability sheet here, since you have two objects on this card, you could make up a quick application problem, like how many lizards would it take to be as long or approximately the same length as the crocodile. So you can do all kinds of different things with this deck as
And
well.
of course, if you're at a grade level where non-standard measurement, I could get my Unifix cubes out and measure my alligator or crocodile. Not a science lesson, so can't tell you the difference. And he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He is 10 Unifix cubes long, and he is, if I'm going to the nearest Unifix cube, he is 2 tall.
Okay.
2 Unifix cubes.
So on the other side of the card, with the application question, if I drew this card, the problem says Stephen weighs 82 pounds and Sarah weighs 73 pounds. How much do they weigh together? So this would be appropriate for some of your younger students, and basically it's an addition problem. So if I add 82 and 73, I would say that the two of them weigh 155 pounds together.
And I get it. Renee and I are advanced in our addition skills, or so we seem to be, because we read the card prior to starting. But don't forget, if it's only appropriate for your kids to have their tens block out to help them with that addition, do that. If they are at a grade level where they're using one of the standard algorithms, do that. Do what's appropriate for your students. We don't expect them to do this mentally.
In their head. Although if they can,
Awesome.
You've been doing great number talks then. So thanks for joining us. Please don't forget that we do have a task sheet available, and we would highly encourage you to download that and see our ideas. But again, you're not limited to our ideas. There's lots and lots of different ways to use this deck.
So every card will have 2 questions on it in this deck, and enjoy. Thank you for joining us.